Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Hold on now. Wait a minute, fellas. Wait a minute. I think it goes something like this. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can somebody take these burdens off of me? Off of me. Can somebody take these burdens off of me? Off of me. Cause every time I turn around, there's something trying to keep me down. Can somebody take these burdens off of me? Off of me. Whoa, can somebody take these burdens off of me? Off of me. Can somebody take these burdens off of me? Off of me. When I look up, don't you know, burdens knocking at my door. So won't you come and take these burdens off of me? Off of me. Oh, come and take these burdens off of me. Off of me. Somebody come and take these burdens off of me. Off of me. Soon as I get up off the ground, my burdens knock me right back down. Can somebody take these burdens off of me? Off of me. Somebody take these burdens off of me, off of me. Somebody take these burdens off of me, off of me. Somebody take these burdens off of me, off of me. Well, off of me, off of me. Oh, off of me, off of me. Well, off of me, off of me. Get them off of me, off of me. Come and break the chain. Come and break the chain. Off of me. Get it off of me. Off of me. Get it off of me. Off of me. I need somebody. I need somebody. I need somebody. I need somebody to get this burden. To get this burden. Can somebody take these burdens off of me?
Hey guys, hello. Let's begin a word of prayer because I always believe in praying before we get started and having a conversation or bringing up any kind of news because I wanted to go forth in the right spirit with truth, integrity, and all. So I'm going to ask God to basically intervene, make sure what motive that is being bringing this information is in the right motive. I don't want to do anything out of malice, out of any kind of gloating or anything like that. What the purpose I am doing this for is to get for you guys to get knowledge and information, and not to be brought in by what the national media wanted to bring for for the agenda. The agenda was to get black men, successful black men who made a decision to start ownership and start getting things and being leaders in certain industry. I am just bringing this for you guys for information. You make your own decision on what lies ahead. But what I can do is tell you from what I personally know and what I personally experienced that this man was railroaded. He was plotted against, and there are a lot of players in this takedown. I believe this was definitely a takedown. I have no invested interest in any of the cases. I'm not gaining anything from bringing out truth to you guys, meaning there's nothing promised to me by anyone from Mr. Kelly's team or anything. I am personally invested in this because of me and my personal experience in investigating and researching of this case myself. I did not buy into the propaganda of what was being brought out by the mass media. I know there was always an agenda against people of color. And that's what we have to face the truth. And I know a lot of people say, oh, why do they always bring the race card? The race card is the actual truth, okay? There have been so many people who are very much guilty of the things that Mr. Kelly was accused of and eventually convicted. But none of these people ever face any kind of criminal charges. If you look at Hugh Hefner, he died a great old age, and his legacy still lives. But based on some of the documentary that was going forth and things like that, that man, there's been some documented horrible things that's happened. People claim that he had no underage individual living in his house, but the documentary that I watched showed there was a young little girl who moved into the house at age 6. There were a lot of young underage individuals, girls living in his home. He had lots of rules that was mentioned in the documentary, and nothing has been done, nothing has been said. His legacy lives on, and he himself mentioned him giving people preludes and things like that. Anything happened to him? No. He died at the age of 91. Never spent a time in jail on anything. So just take a time to ponder on that. But let me go ahead and start with a word of prayer. Father, I thank you right now. I ask you, Lord, let the ears hear what is the message that is being brought across this platform. Father, decrease me. Let your spirit rise, Father. Father, I am just a vessel, bringing information to people that needs to know the truth. You said the truth shall make you free. So, Father, I'm praying that the truth that is being presented over this platform will make people free from the bondage of listening to lies and buying into the propaganda that was being brought against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Father, I'm praying that nothing happens by accident. And I understand that people think that there was vindication done, that justice was served. But that is far beyond the truth of justice being served. It was individuals, it was a community, it was the big group of people who sat together, who set aside and to bring down Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Thank you, Lord, for allowing us to see truth. Thank you, Lord, for allowing us to investigate and research and bring about truth. Father, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Lord, we honor you, we glorify you. It is in the name of Jesus we pray. Amen, amen, and amen. All right, guys, here we go. Here we go. I'm getting ready. What I'm going to play with you guys is there was a press conference that Avenatti had back in 2019. This is right after Robert was arrested the first time for a state case in Illinois. I'm going to play it for you guys. I do not own the rights. I'm just playing the audio based on the Fair Act use of, let me read this. Hold on. The Fair Act copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. That is the purpose of this being brought up. Okay, and here we go. Okay, here we go. This is him doing a press conference with CNBC. He gives a briefing on the investigation charges. Hold on.
Good afternoon. Let me start by thanking State Attorney Kim Foxx and her exceptional staff for their dedication and professionalism that they have exhibited while working with me and my clients over the last few weeks. The city of Chicago and Cook County are very fortunate to have Kim Foxx and her professional staff at the helm of this criminal prosecution. And I am highly confident, extremely confident, that at the end of this journey, R. Kelly will be convicted on multiple counts. Ms. Foxx, from the very first moment that I approached her in connection with the information that we had.
Now, did you hear that? He approached her with the connection of the things that he had. So he approached it. He's the one who brought the information to her. Now, mind you, Avenatti has just been convicted. He is now in jail. He was convicted last year for extortion of Nike. He has been convicted of fraudulent wiretapping and some other charges. Now, he is the one that when his extortion case mentioned how that 90% of the stuff that he is saying are lies. 10% of it is true.
Uncovered has been nothing but dedicated and professional. She gave me her personal assurance the first time that I met her in person earlier this month that she was going to see to it that a fair and thorough investigation was conducted by her office, that they were going to be diligent and beyond thorough as it related to getting to the bottom of this evidence and potentially bringing criminal charges against R. Kelly. This has not been a rush to judgment by any stretch of the imagination. They have been very thorough, as I said earlier, dedicated, and methodical in their investigation. I presently represent 6 clients, 2 victims, 2 parents, as well as 2 whistleblowers who can both be described as knowing R. Kelly and being within his inner circle for the better part of 25 years. My office.
Okay, now you heard him. He represented 6 individuals. He claims 2 victims, 2 parents, and 2 individuals who has worked with Robert Sylvester Kelly within the past 25 years. So why do you think that? He met with Kim Foxx, not in her office. He met her at the airport in a secret location. Okay.
Was originally retained in April of last year by a concerned parent. We began a thorough investigation. We traveled the United States. We interviewed witnesses. We uncovered documents, and we did so very, very quietly so as to ensure that no complaints could later be made that we were pursuing this for any other reason other than justice. Again, we began in April.
Okay, let me explain something else to you guys. Before the documentary, I got so much stuff to give to you. Okay, let me I'm gonna pause it right here. Before the documentary came out, which is Surviving R. Kelly, there was an individual who was pushing out the agenda on her platform. That individual was Tasha K. She was the big platform that those parents went to, the same individual who, being represented by Avenatti, went to bring forth information or lies to the public so they can manipulate the public's opinion before the documentary came out. Now I'm going to play something for you in regards to Tasha K. Just hold on a second. Just hold on. I'm gonna play this while I get the other stuff ready for y'all. This is his. Okay. This is the one from Avenatti.
April of last year. Earlier this month, we uncovered and recovered a videotape of over 40 minutes in length.
So you heard him. He is the one that recovered the video tape, which was about 40 minutes. Are y'all listening to this? He is the one that recovered the video, which is about 40 minutes. He met with Kim Foxx in a closed location of the airport, O'Hare Airport in Chicago, prior to the arrest of Mr. Kelly. This is right after the Surviving R. Kelly was played. The documentary was played. Okay? Remember, he is the one, a convicted felon, the person who says 90% of the stuff he says are a lie, met with Kim Foxx, who at the time was rerunning for her position, which she ended up getting because she got the arrest of Mr. Kelly. Mr. Kelly was basically part of the political prisoner of Kim Foxx because she wanted to get reelected. So one of the main things that they decided, they wanted to pick Mr. Kelly as a way for her to win her seat. Okay? Because people still had some issues, some vendetta against Mr. Kelly because the thought of Aliyah being married to him. Okay?
We promptly brought it to the attention of Ms. Foxx and others in her office. This tape leaves no question as to whether R. Kelly is guilty of multiple sexual illegal acts against a 14-year-old girl. The tape was shot in the late 90s, approximately 1999.
You hear him. He's giving you details of the tape. They studied Mr. Kelly's case of 2008. They studied because one of the interviews that Mr. Kelly's attorney, Sam Adam mentioned was the authenticity of the tape. They mentioned about the moles on Mr. Kelly's back. They mentioned, I'm going to bring that up too. Hold on a second. And so what they did, they studied the interviews, and they doctored up a tape that would fit everything that was questionable in Mr. Kelly's previous case. Okay?
It depicts two separate scenes shot on two separate days within Mr. Kelly's residence at the time. The audio on the tape is clearly, you can clearly listen to it. It is clear. The video is far superior than the video that was used in connection with the 2008 trial. It is an entirely different video. Repeatedly on the video, both the victim and Mr. Kelly refer to the victim's age as being 14. That occurs in excess of 10 separate times.
Now, how convenient that the tape talks about her age being 14. The tape has everything that was missing in the original case because of information that was provided from interviews. Everything in this particular supposedly tape fits the bill to convict Mr. Kelly. Now, mind you, in the New York federal case, this tape was never presented. I was at the trial. The tape was never presented. But this tape is what caused the move, the push for the arrest of Mr. Kelly.
On the video, both the victim and Mr. Kelly can be heard referencing her age. It is also clear from other things that are depicted on the video, that this was in no way role playing during some sexual act. It is clear that this young lady was 14 years of age during the time the video was shot. Mr. Kelly, throughout the video, stops what he's doing, stops his acts of sexual assault, and he proceeds to move the video camera and adjust the camera angle, zooming in, changing the direction of the shot, and things of that nature. So there's no question that he knew exactly what he was doing. At one time, or at one point in time on the video, in the first scene, it is clear that Mr. Kelly is having the victim watch another piece of pornography, which appears to be him with yet another young girl on a big screen television in the background. Repeatedly on the video, the young lady refers to Mr. Kelly as daddy. The video depicts Mr. Kelly engaged in oral sex with the young victim, both receiving as well as giving, as well as vaginal intercourse and anal penetration. There are also instances of Mr. Kelly urinating on the young girl on the videotape. This video was turned over again to Ms. Foxx and others in her office earlier this month, within days.
Okay, now you heard him. You heard him. He presented this videotape, which happened to all of a sudden pops up. This videotape was not even brought into the New York case. But this videotape is a tape supposedly that he, behind closed door in secret place, not in her office. We have documented emails of them having conversation with each other to meet in a secret location to pass this supposedly video. He took the same video to CNN. According to CNN, they watched the video, which is supposedly child pornography, which is illegal. So why would CNN watch that? But meanwhile, they have not given the prosecutor did not give the tape. There's so much scrutiny about that tape, and they said they couldn't release it to the defense until they secure it with an order from the judge. But meanwhile, that supposedly same video was given to CNN. Isn't that strange? Isn't that strange?
Of our recovery of the tape. We have since provided additional information and evidence to Ms. Foxx and others in her office. We envision continuing to do so because our investigation is not complete. We are aware of 2 other tapes in existence, one of which we have recovered, the second of which we are in the process of recovering. And as soon as we do, we will be providing those tapes as well to Ms. Foxx and others in her office. Today marks a watershed moment in the 25 years of abuse by this predator known as R. Kelly. He, together with those that enabled him, undertook a course of action over 2 decades to abuse and sexually assault young girls, especially many of whom were the most vulnerable in our society. Girls that many would not listen to. Girls that came from...
Do you hear the wordplay? Do you hear how he's playing on the people's intelligence? Do you hear this? Do you hear it? Brenda, I was at court. There was absolutely no video that depict what he is saying. The video that they did show, they didn't show it to the public, but they showed it to the reporters and they showed it to the jurors. Was a video of, there was 6 individuals in the video and they were doing role playing in if you guys know about be it DSM, whatever that thing, that sadomasochism, that type of love, sex life thing. Mr. Kelly was not even in the tape. Mr. Kelly was not. The women themselves were saying stuff about themselves. Okay. There was no underage. The youngest on that videotape was 19. That is not underage. That is not underage. Okay.
Very tough times and tough neighborhoods in many instances. These were the most vulnerable. And yet this predator, Mr. Kelly, preyed on them repeatedly. I want to send a message to the enablers of Mr. Kelly, to the agents and the managers and the attorneys and the others who stood idly by and looked the other way and turned a blind eye while teenage girls were sexually assaulted for over 2 decades. I will not rest until...
Okay, they said teenage girls, right? In the New York case. How many teenage girls were there? I'm talking about underage. I'm not talking about 18 and 19-year-olds. I'm not talking about that. Here's another interview. He went on a campaign. He did over like 20-something interviews with different news companies and things like that, just spewing out the negativity about Mr. Kelly until they got a conviction. This is him talking about Mr. Kelly being indicted real soon. Hold on.
Here's the latest on new claims that a video shows R. Kelly sexually assaulting a minor.
Attorney Michael Avenatti is said to have shown the 45-minute-long recording to CNN. The network says the video shows multiple lewd sex acts, and Avenatti claims he has evidence that Kelly beat similar charges in 2008 by using witness intimidation, bribes, and evidence tampering. Avenatti says he provided the new video and a list of witnesses to Cook County State's Attorney Kim Foxx. There is no confirmation that her office will investigate it. Now Kelly's lawyer is pushing back. He says Avenatti was recently accused of fraud, while Kelly has always followed the law.
Joining us now on FaceTime is attorney Michael Avenatti. Michael, thank you for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
So your client he's not a victim. He is a former worker for R. Kelly. And if so, how long has he had these tapes?
Well, I now represent 4 individuals in connection with this, 2 whistleblowers and 2 victims. So I represent 4 different individuals. The individual,
Okay, y'all, you see how he just changed it, right? Remember he said it was 6, now it's 4. Which one is it? And a worker supposedly gave him the tape. I wonder who that is. We never seen the person. They never talked about who gave the tape.
whistleblower who has provided this tape, which we uncovered and turned over to prosecutors earlier this month, has known Mr. Kelly for the better part of 2 decades.
Now, we have heard that some people that have called themselves victims of R. Kelly have been called in to view this tape and see if they recognize anything on the tape. Is that true?
Well, I'm not able to confirm anything that has gone on in connection with any grand jury in connection with this case. That is patently improper. But what I will tell you is that Mr. Greenberg, Mr. Kelly's attorney, is absolutely clueless as to what is going on here and has clearly no knowledge of anything relating to this case at this point, as evidenced by his recent comments.
Yes, he said Avenatti was recently accused of fraud, while R. Kelly has always followed the law. Your response to that?
Well, it's ludicrous. He's trying to distract away from the fact that he represents an individual that's been preying on young girls for the better part of 2 decades. And he's upset by the fact that now I, together with others at my firm, have blown this wide open by uncovering this tape and turning it over to prosecutors. I have every confidence in Kim Foxx and the people around her in her office that justice is about to be done in this case, finally, after 2 decades.
How far back does this tape go? And did it come to you through the whistleblower or through the victim, or were they together?
I'm not at liberty to disclose how we uncovered the tape.
Oh.
The tape is within the statute of limitations.
Oh. He can't tell you how he got the tape, right? But the tape is within statute of limitation. Okay. All right. Statute of limitation. 1990. Since when? 1990 something is a statute of limitation. Statute of limitation is supposed to be what, 5 years, according to what I read.
Necessary to charge R. Kelly, and I am confident that in the coming days, R. Kelly will be indicted, he will be arrested, and I will be very surprised if he ever walks free another day in his life.
You also say that you have claims that R. Kelly beat similar charges in 2008 by using witness intimidation, bribes, and evidence tampering. There's evidence of that?
There's extensive evidence. There's not a little bit of evidence. There's not a small amount of evidence. There is substantial evidence that that's exactly how he was able to gain his acquittal in 2008, namely by intimidating witnesses, threatening witnesses with physical violence, bribing witnesses, and basically rigging the outcome of that trial. There is extensive evidence that we've supplied in that regard. It's not just from one witness, it's from multiple witnesses. And as I'm sure you recognize, that's extensive obstruction of justice and poses yet additional problems, not only for Mr. Kelly, but also certain of his handlers and enablers. He wasn't able to accomplish all of this and cover all of this up on his own. We all know that.
All right, Michael Avenatti, we appreciate you joining us this morning.
Thank you.
You see how he lied in different interviews, Pauline? You see? You see? Okay, now let me I'm gonna go back and forth with you guys with a couple of different things. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. He did, Sabrina. This is what he did earlier with Mr. Kelly's case. Okay, you got 2 liars. You got Tasha K, and you have, now I'm gonna bring Tasha K involved in here. I'm gonna play something of hers for a second, you guys. I just want to play something because she's the one who supposedly brought the Aliyah thing involved in it. And hold on.
Know that I am running a marathon of pure fuckery. Please excuse my shirt. I can't fit none of my shit. I ain't went and bought no maternity clothes or nothing. So I'm just busting out of everything. I carry my baby in my titties. Okay, don't act like you ain't never heard that. Most people carry their baby in their hips, their ass. I carry my baby in my titties, okay? To get my health together and everything like that. But we are back with the shit, okay? Now, I know y'all see that damn title. And you know what? I was going back and forth. I was on the phone with my attorney. And I said, listen, I'm not trying to be safe.
Which we know she did not have an attorney at the time. That was a lie, according to the her on the witness stand. As of January 3rd, 2019, she told her winos that she was on the phone with her attorney, which was a lie. She did not have an attorney, according to what we heard at court. Hold on.
I've never been a bitch to play it safe, okay? I'm going to share the information that was given to me, even though it's alleged on my end, because hell, I was too young when this shit was going on, supposedly. All right. Now, you know, I have been covering this R. Kelly story from start to finish. Okay. And I need you guys to hit the wine glass or just put never. When have you ever seen me get it wrong when it comes to R. Kelly? Okay. Everybody's out here running. They doing documentaries. People who are producing the documentaries wouldn't even touch these folks that I was interviewing. Okay, y'all.
So you heard her. The people that's doing the documentary, the ones that's in the documentary, they came to her first. She interviewed them before they even started the documentary. Are you listening to this, y'all? Just listen how the plot is going by. Just listen. We didn't pay attention to this before, but listen to what this woman is saying. Just listen.
Call them third rate, okay? Z-list, whatever. Don't nobody want them. But as soon as I interview their ass is on the damn national TV, okay? Hit the wine glass. The winos have been here since the beginning. Now, you guys know that Lifetime is premiering a documentary tonight called Surviving R. Kelly, featuring most of the stories that we've already discussed here, okay? Shout out to Lifetime, okay, for doing their research on my channel. Okay? All right. Now, thank you.
Did y'all just hear her say Lifetime did their research from her channel? This time you were wrong. Brenda, what are you saying? Brenda, you lost me. Brenda, I'm trying to keep up with you, what you said. All right, but you guys, are you hearing this? Lifetime. Remember, Tasha K says in her thing, she started doing the R. Kelly in the in her deposition and also on the witness stand. She said that she started doing the R. Kelly. R. Kelly is the reason why her channel blew up. It wasn't Cardi B, but we know that was not the truth because according to the stats that they showed in court, Cardi B's video was number 1, R. Kelly was number 2. But she said that she started her coverage of R. Kelly in 2017. So 2017, she is the one who was interviewing all these alleged victims, the Geronda, the Kelly Rogers, all of them went straight on to her platform. Okay, after her platform, Cheryl Mack sent her little like I guess pamphlet to Lifetime, and Lifetime decided to utilize her I don't know what they call it. What is that thing when you write account of, what is that thing called? I forgot what it's called, but Cheryl Mack is the one who sent the stuff over to Lifetime, and she put names on it. So what they did, they started watching Tasha K, and her being a big platform, they utilized her information and contact those individuals that she had interviewed. You guys are listening on how this happened. Script. Thank you, sweet one. Script. Her script. That was Cheryl Mack's script that she wrote. Cheryl Mack has been upset with Robert Kelly for a while because she was bringing him talent that he didn't utilize, and she wasn't getting recognition for them. She wasn't getting paid. So she was angry with him. She was angry. She had a vendetta. And then also she had her son who was trying to be pushed out, London on the track. And she felt that Robert was not helping her the way she wanted. Okay. So she was angry. So she had wrote out this whole little script, gave it to Lifetime. Well, I don't know if it was her that gave it, but one of the Merriweather twins, one of them gave it, but it was her that wrote the transcript, this script, whatever that thing is. Okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and play this for Tasha. Okay, hold on.
For that donation. I didn't need that, sis. Let me see. She got a comment. I got it. Look, somebody give a donation this big. Thanks for telling my story without degrading me. Okay, Brittany. I fucks with Brittany. We talked about Brittany yesterday. Okay, she done gave me some of her.
Now, you know, she gave that whole story with Trey Songz with that Brittany girl, too. You see? She's a messy woman. She's a very messy woman.
Money she done made. All right, Brittany was, fucking Trey Songz. Hit the wine glass. Brittany in the comments, y'all. She in the comments, okay? For those of y'all that said I got that story wrong, too. Shout out to Brittany. Anyway. Okay, let me go ahead and get started on this. So I know you see the title. The title says what it says, okay? Now, back when I started
before I finish this. This is her talking about Aliyah. Remember yesterday I was telling you guys that everybody's so hopped on with this whole Aliyah thing and keep bringing that up. This is what's in the mind of the people. That's what helped them to even get a conviction, because everybody's hopping on that he did this to Aliyah, he did that, did this, right? And I said to you guys, the mother never said anything, the father never said anything, Aliyah herself never said anything, the brother never said anything. So why are we trying to be the justice or peace people of wrongdoing that Mr. Kelly did? If these people, none of them ever made complaint, even acknowledging there was some wrongdoing, okay? That there was one time Aliyah talked about the publicity stunt in regarding to the marriage thing, because they know controversy sells when you just a new artist coming out and you want it to be, you want your music to blow. There are ways that the industry do things of bringing it out. I don't know exactly how and why they did the marriage thing. I don't know. I don't have a clue about that. But what I know, none of the family members went to the police. None of the family members made a complaint. No police report. Nothing was ever done in regards to that. But now we have this all of a sudden moral compass that we want to get justice for Aliyah when Aliyah never asked for justice. Leah's mother never asked for justice. Leah's dad never asked for justice. But for some strange reason, our moral compass has kicked in after the lady is passed away. But I'm going to go ahead and play this.
Covering these R. Kelly stories, this was probably the third story that came across my desk. Well, I didn't have a desk at the time. I have a desk now, okay? And a few of R. Kelly's family members, okay? A few, not one, not two, not three. A few of R. Kelly's family.
Now hear her lying. A few of R. Kelly members of R. Kelly family bought her this story. Now Avenatti said that that R. Kelly worker bought her. I mean, all these people with these freaking lies, with these stories, they just come up with all kinds of lies. They don't give you the proof. The person never comes out to say who they are that did it, but they got this information all of a sudden. Everybody's working together around the same time in this plot.
Family members came forward with this information because two of the family members walked in on this what do you call it? Threesome, supposedly, okay? So let me go ahead and put this up. All right, so I got hold on for a second. Now, I know you guys are wondering, why am I dragging not Aliyah, but her mother, okay? I was very clear about this, okay? I said I was not, you guys know I don't cover death. It's not something that I talk about on my channel. I don't think it's entertaining. I am an entertainment blogger. And so, but since I've been covering this story since the beginning, I think it's only fair after her mother spoke out and told, in my opinion, lie after motherfucking lie, okay? When Lifetime premiered a scene.
But wait a minute, y'all. She's calling Aliyah's mother a liar and calling herself a truth teller? She's calling Aliyah's mother a liar, but she's supposedly the truth teller. Okay. Something's wrong with this picture, guys. Something's wrong. She just lost a defamation of character case, but she's a truth teller. Okay. All right now. I got some land, swamp land to sell you in Florida. You guys want to buy it?
I guess it was part of the trailers, and one of the dancers said that they were on the tour bus with R. Kelly. Okay, let me pull up the picture here. Okay, they were on the tour bus with R. Kelly, and Aliyah was on tour with R. Kelly. The door flew open to where R. Kelly was staying in the back or whatever, and she had saw him with her own eyes having sex with Aliyah. Okay, now I'm not shocked at that information. Everybody knows that R. Kelly was 27 years old and sleeping with a 15-year-old. He's done younger. Okay, let's not act like this shit didn't happen. Now, the problem that I had and what's making me come forward with this story is because you guys know how passionate I am about molestation victims, women, or even men who have been, I want to call it trafficked by their parents, not protected. You know what I'm saying? Parents are using them to get money every which way. And I'm about to break.
Now she's trying to say that Aliyah mom trafficked Aliyah. Wow, lady. Really, lady? Really? Really? Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow.
Break this shit down regarding Mrs. Horton, okay? Aliyah's mother. Rest in power, Aliyah. This ain't got nothing to do with you. Your mama should have been dragged a long damn time ago. We're gonna do it tonight. Now, Aliyah's mother made a statement after that dancer came forward with that information because she doesn't want Aliyah's name anywhere near this R. Kelly situation. And I beg to differ, okay? And we're going to get into that. Now, here's what Aliyah's mother had to say. Let me go ahead and pull this up, okay? You see that? All right, so after the dance.
Okay, this is Aliyah's mother denying any wrongdoing of Mr. Kelly. Okay, all of you guys with this moral compass saying all of this stuff with Aliyah and Rob and all that, y'all was not there. Y'all believe in a liar or some girl who comes up and first she says that nothing happened, right? Then now all of a sudden on the witness stand she goes and lies and say this. I don't know. I'm done. But let me play this. Go ahead.
Came forward with those allegations. This is a direct quote from Aliyah's mother. If you went on Instagram yesterday, this was public information. She said the woman and so-called backup singer in the forthcoming surviving documentary and describes seeing, meeting, or ever breathing the same air as my daughter Aliyah is lying and is a liar, okay? So she's saying that the woman that says she saw R. Kelly having sex with Aliyah is lying. I don't know why the mama said that shit. She looking real stupid right now, but we're going to get into some more stuff, okay? She said, my husband and I were always on tour with her and at interviews in every place she went throughout her entire career. Whoever this woman is, I've never seen her before anywhere on planet Earth until now. Okay, so she's never seen this woman. And we probably know why she ain't never seen this woman. Because this woman, you know what? Let me shut the fuck up. Let me build up, okay? She says these lies and fabrications cannot be tolerated and allowed to be spewed from the forked tongues of this, what is this? I don't know that goddamn word. I can't even read it. Of Aliyah's legacy. My daughter only wanted to realize her dream of sharing her talent with the world and give her all of her performing on stage, okay? And give her all performing on stage. And in front of the camera, damn, I'm squinting, okay? For the fans she adored so much, she realized that dream. Those true fans who still love and support her legacy unconditionally to this day, okay? Shame on all those involved in this project who thought it was kosher to drag Aliyah's name into a situation that has nothing to do with her today. Once again, this will not be tolerated. Sincerely, Diane Halton. Okay.
Y'all heard Aliyah's mother denying all of this, right? Y'all heard Aliyah's mama denying this, okay? Why did they drag Aliyah into the courtroom? Why did they allow the government to put Aliyah's name in the bribery part? Why? Because it was been an agenda to come after Robert Sylvester Kelly. Okay, the woman is deceased. Why would you? There's never been a case that I know other than a homicide that they will allow testimonies and information about a deceased into the courtroom. It's never been heard of. Only in murder cases, guys. Because you, as a person, if you're charged with something, you have the right to face your accuser. Why was that allowed? Why was that allowed? Why didn't Robert Sylvester Kelly law team ask that to be thrown out? Why his law team did not have that thrown out? This is not a murder case. This is not a rape case. This was a bribery case, part of the case. They brought Aliyah's name in it to manipulate the jurors. Aliyah had nothing to do with this case at all. Robert Sylvester Kelly case had nothing to do with Aliyah. They brought Aliyah in the case because there were people of this society felt there was some wrongdoing in Robert's relationship with Aliyah. So they squeezed that in there, put her name in there to try to trigger the jurors, trigger people's opinion of what they thought of the marriage with Aliyah. And it worked. It got them a conviction. It worked. The case was never about Aliyah. I could bring back the case to you guys. It was never about Aliyah. And all of you guys who have this moral compass that want to get Robert Sylvester Kelly because you heard he married Aliyah. You heard he married Aliyah. So all of y'all, every time somebody talk about Robert, they keep saying, what about he married Aliyah? What about the parents? If the parents felt there was no wrongdoing, if they were there, what makes you ruler, king, moral compass of the whole relationship if the parents, do you know the law says it's okay for a child to marry an adult if the parents give permission? Do you know that is a law? Do you know that is a law? And government should not step in when a parent is the real steward of that child. I'm just giving you guys just the truth, And everybody with this moral compass. How old was Mary in the Bible? How many of you guys at age 16, 17, 18 was in a relationship and want to be with a grown man? Now, just tell the truth. Tell the truth. Everybody will have this moral compass when it comes to Robert Sylvester Kelly. All of a sudden, you guys have never thought of done anything wrong, but everything is faced on this man. Because the hatred, and the reason why you hate him so much is because he got money. And a lot of y'all hate on him because he could get a lot of women, especially the dudes. Guys, just stop. Start thinking with your head. Use your common sense. And you wait till a woman is dead to have a moral compass? Why was none of this stuff brought against him when she was alive? She lived until she was 22 years old. And supposing this happened when she was 15 to 22, that's what, 5-6 years. Y'all could have went after him then. Why didn't you? Because there's an agenda behind all this. The man is ready to get his masters. He wants ownership of the stuff that belongs to him, the work that he performed. You don't want to give it to him. So therefore, what you're going to do, bring all these fake accusations, fake people coming in, getting money on the side, writing books. Everybody got a freaking book out. Everybody got a book. Every freaking body got a book. Take a look. Take a look at every single one of the accusers. And I'm going to say this again. If Mr. Kelly wanted somebody underage, why is he getting them boob jobs? Boob jobs are for older looking women. Women, not girls, women. And all you guys saying, oh, he likes on your, according to Tasha K, he was in a relationship with the mama. According to Demetrius Smith, he was in a relationship with his sister, and they all older than Mr. Kelly. So, how you guys gonna say that he likes young women? I mean, girls, underage girls, but he got all these older women that he's sleeping with, according to y'all. Yeah, he is allowed, Marlene. According to y'all, everybody's writing a book. Everybody's in some sort of production. Everybody's getting, look at his ex-wife. She got into the show. I mean, all these people riding on Mr. Kelly. Ride. His name brings money. Ride. All right, let me finish playing this because I'm going to finish playing where she claims that Mr. Kelly is sleeping with Aliyah and her mother. Okay. Never been in the bedroom, but she claiming they did that. She never been in there, but she putting out this false narrative. I don't think none of y'all was in that bedroom.
Okay, so this is a statement that came from Aliyah's mother after Lifetime gave that little snippet. Now, after I read this, I was laying down and I was thinking, and yes, thank you. Give me a second, y'all. It's hot as hell in here. Give me a second. Hold on. Here. Okay. So just one. Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to get, we're still getting things set up behind the scenes. Okay, so real quick. All right, so I'm laying down and I'm thinking, and I'm like, you know what? It's time for me to tell the world this information that I know that came from several of R. Kelly's family members, okay? And two of them, with everything on them, put on their kids, on their own life, that this is what they saw with their own eyes, okay? Now, we all know that there was...
Listen to this crazy story that she claims that R. Kelly's family member told her. Listen to this crazy story. Just listen carefully, guys. Just listen. Listen carefully. All right, this is the story that the family member told. Okay, listen.
No fucking way that Aliyah's mother was anywhere near her all the time, or her husband. Let's just be honest, okay? Barry, let me put up Barry real quick. Aliyah's uncle. You guys know Barry. He was the one that introduced Aliyah to R. Kelly. Got her signed. Now, if some of y'all don't know, Barry managed R. Kelly. Okay? Now, when he managed R. Kelly, of course, Aliyah is his niece. He brought the niece to R. Kelly. Okay, the story was told to me that R. Kelly was at a hotel. He dropped Aliyah off to sing, came back to get her the next morning. She had been working with R. Kelly all night without him being present or her mother.
Okay, now this same story, Demetrius told in his book. Demetrius told that they were inside of R. Kelly's house, and she stayed, worked with her all night. Now, which one is it? Which story is it? I don't get it. But supposedly Demetrius wrote it in his book.
Motherfucking parents, okay? Is a story that I was told. Now, so I think it's important that I leave Barry here because we're gonna come back to Barry in just a second. Now, Aliyah's mother, I mean, I don't know who enticed her to write that statement, But there's no way you were with your daughter all the time, you, her Uncle Barry, or her dad, if she was having sex with R. Kelly and she married R. Kelly without your permission, okay? What did she do? Sneak away at 15, at 16 to get married? I mean, like seriously, what parent in their right mind would honestly say, I was with my child the entire time, but yet your child went and had a whole fucking marriage ceremony, okay? And the story that was told to me, the only reason R. Kelly married Aliyah, there's two reasons. One, he did fall in love with her, okay? Two, he apparently told Barry, the uncle here, R. Kelly, confessed to Barry that he had a problem and he needed help because Barry was the manager at the time. Barry has a degree in psychology, and I believe he has a master's in clinical psychology, if I'm not mistaken, okay? And so Barry, being that he transitioned into music somehow and somehow started to manage one of the biggest R&B artists here today in this world, I mean, taking nothing away from R. Kelly's talent. Talent is this. Talent does not outweigh character. I don't give a shit what you say, okay? And Barry knew that R. Kelly was dyslexic. He handled all of his paperwork, okay? All of this, the paperwork between him and Aliyah, and was the one that spearheaded this whole situation, okay? And was the main reason why R. Kelly developed a relationship with Aliyah and got so close, because he was having R. Kelly produce her, okay? He was doing more than producing. We already know that. Don't act like.
So they know that, huh? They were there? Okay. Yeah, but you guys can go finish listening to this because I don't want to continue listening to her shenanigan. I just want to show you that Aliyah's mother did make a statement out there in regarding to Aliyah and what was being said, and she denied it. Okay, she denied it, as well as Aliyah never came out. Anytime people would ask her about Robert, she said that their relationship was close. They were close friends. They're like brothers and sisters. And there are things that happen in the industry to boost up a new talent, a new artist. They bring a controversy just for the sake of bringing up the new artist. Controversy sells. If there is a book that I have that I want you guys to read in regarding to Aliyah and what she said about how the whole thing came about, and I'm going to give you the name of the book for those who want to read it. Hold on a second. And the book is called Aliyah, right? It says More Than a Woman by Christopher John Farley. Christopher John Farley. And I can tell you what page to go into the book where he asked her about the whole thing with her marrying R. Kelly, right? And she said herself that she was the young protege of Mr. Kelly, and controversy basically sells. And with her having to do this whole marriage thing, it helped boost her. But then it turned around, it backed up in her face, and people started blaming her. So a lot of things conspired because of the different ways that the industry tried to bring up a new artist. Okay. I just gave you a tidbit, a nugget of a story, okay? And this is an authorized biography. And it's Aliyah, More Than a Woman by Christopher John Farley. Okay? Because you know me, I'm going to give y'all some education on how to find things, okay? So, now, those of you guys who have this hatred for this man and wish that he spent thousands and thousands of years in jail because of your own issues. And you all, I get so tired of people telling me that he had a history of this, a history of that, history of this. And I don't get it. And none of y'all can show me concrete proof of it. None of y'all. None of y'all could ever say, here, I was the one in the bed with Mr. Kelly. Here's the picture. Here's the video where I was in it. Because he did a whole bunch of videos. I got a copy of that video. You have a man called Jim Derogatis who has this obsession with Robert Sylvester Kelly. He would not get on the witness stand in 2008 to reveal his source, how he got the tape. We all know how he got the tape. Barry Hankerson is behind a lot of this stuff. You know why Barry Hankerson is a lot around for that? I mean, behind all this stuff. It's all about money, guys. All about money. He was pissed off when Robert fired him, when Robert found out that these people were stealing from him. These people have been stealing from him. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on a second. Just bear with me a second. I got to pull up something for y'all. Okay, you know his wife claims that she divorced him. Remember that? Remember she claimed that she divorced him? Hold on. On 2006, February 2006, the person that requests the divorce, who filed for divorce, is Mr. What? Can y'all see it? Mr. Robert. Can y'all see? Oh my God, this thing is not letting y'all see it. Can y'all see it right here? Oh my God, it's changing up on me. All right. On February 6, 2006, Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly filed for divorce. Can y'all see this? Oh, I can't show it to y'all. But it was never her that filed for divorce. It was Robert Sylvester Kelly who filed for divorce. Okay? She never filed for divorce. He did. He filed for divorce in 2006. The divorce didn't get dissolved until 2009. That's when the actual... No, 2010. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah. But this is the court document. Now I'm on the fence now. I didn't disbelieve he was guilty, but now, thank you, Uni. Thank you, Uni T. Thank you for your open-mindedness. This is what I try to tell people who are in here, who already know the facts. Let folks come in who don't know what's happening to see for themselves what we believe, what we know about Mr. Kelly's case. There's a lot of players, and we've done so much research on this case. Sorry, hold on, y'all. Hold on. And I don't know. I have this thing here, and it's not showing you guys the stuff like that I need to show y'all. There are managers who open up accounts stealing money from Mr. Kelly And as soon as Mr. Kelly's arrest went, all these businesses dissolved. There are businesses in Georgia that was under his name. And I'm going to show y'all some of this stuff. This is like so much information that I have. Hold on a second. I know I'm jumping all over the place with you guys, but there's so much information that I got to show you that that I need to. Hold on a second. There was a lot of businesses I'm going to show you that dissolved, that opened up in Robert Kelly's name that he knew nothing about. And there are a whole bunch of businesses. Hold on, I'm going to print all of this off for you. That opened up in his name that he knew nothing about in all these different states. That this man. Hold on. Just hold on a second here. I'm so sorry. I'm going to show y'all something, y'all. How many businesses that were opening up under Mr. Kelly, and when he got arrested, they all dissolved. Hold on, let me show you. And I'm going to show you, it's all the state of Florida, Georgia, and Illinois. I'm going to show y'all. And all of them dissolved around the same time. This is the extent of the research that has been done in Mr. Kelly's case. Now, y'all look here, and you see some of the people that open up these accounts. See Mr. Kelly's, it's called RSK Enterprise. Mr. Kelly's name. Y'all look at this. Okay, James Mason. Let's go look at James Mason, this one right here. Look at this. You see, they opened up the business, right? When did they close it? After his arrest. You see that, right? And this is the manager, James Mason. You guys see what I'm talking about? Can y'all see this? Can y'all see what I'm talking about? This is some of the stuff that they were doing to this man. Let me take this off for a moment. Can you see it? This is some of the stuff they were doing to this man. And they dissolved the business. They opened it up on 2018 when all of this was starting. See that? You see that, right? That's Georgia, right? Let me go show you Florida. Hold on. They all started opening these accounts, these businesses, when they knew what they were about to do to him. Hold on. I just gotta bring it up for y'all. I want to show you something else. Okay, y'all ready? This is the one in Florida. And it's look at the year when they open it up as well. Remember the year? The other one was 2018. Now look at the year in this one. Oh, not this, not this, not this. The other one was 2000, like September 2018, right? Now look at this one. Look at this one. Look at the date on this one. May 2018. And it's what? Status inactivated. When did they involuntary dissolution, dissolving? Okay. And look at whose name they put it in. Was he living in Florida at the time? Nope. See how they put it in his name? See? Guess the company that did it. Executive Management Consultant International. But it's dissolved now. There's so many of them that's been doing this. This is the kind of stuff that was happening to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. I'm just like overwhelmed right now. They used him and didn't have a clue, lied on him and protected themselves and fed allowed it. Yep. Yeah, I'm just, now you see why I'm passionate about some of the things I'm passionate about, because I did the research. I dug in. I mean, really dug in. I didn't do the surface stuff, guys. That's why I'm so passionate about this whole case. That's why I stay on my knees and I pray, because only God can help him. Because there's so many people that are against him. So many powerful people with money that could do whatever they want to do. It is so much, guys. It is so much, so much, so much, so much. That's why we have to pray for this man. Gotta pray for him. Just gotta pray, guys. You just gotta pray. Pray that whatever, anything that was done in secret, all the lies, all the people working together, that God will reveal. He's doing it, guys. He's doing. God is the biggest and greatest equalizer about everything, and the ultimate equalizer. This stuff can become very overwhelming, especially you. I am so much invested mentally, physically in this that sometimes I just, I gotta back away sometimes. Yes, sweet one. And I still have not shown you the other places, the other states like Chicago. There's an account in Delaware. I mean, it's just so dirty that these people have done this, man. And it's managers, workers, people that were supposed to have been for him, doctors that's against him, the doctor that testified. Now, tell me something, guys. This doctor that did his test for the herpes, right? The culture came back negative, right? But then he's still saying Robert had herpes, right? The same type of testing was done in Cardi B's case, and that was validated according to the law. So why is the culture test that Dr. whatever his name was did with R. Kelly, which came back negative, was not considered accurate? Why didn't he do a blood test after supposedly he didn't trust the results? Why didn't he? Why is it in the case, you guys? I read the transcript. I read the transcript yesterday, and I showed you. I mean, I don't know how much I gotta try to show you guys what happened. I'm showing you facts, guys. I'm not just making up stuff. It's just not coming out of my butt. It's facts. I show you proof. I studied. This is 3 years of work. 3 years of praying and asking God for assistance, you know. I'm not hiding behind any kind of bush and trying to throw people that's doing the work out off the game. I'm not doing that. I'm showing you guys facts. They dissolved all those things. They dissolved all those accounts. It was them opening up these accounts. It was them. It was them. It was them. This man had no knowledge of half of the stuff that was going on around him. His concern was playing music, entertaining. That was his concern. Remember in the interview with Gail, he said he never went to the bank. He went to the bank and found out how much he had in the bank. People he trusted around him betrayed him, stole from him. And they stole so they could cover up their dirty work, their dirty deeds. They covered it up. They covered it up. The doctor was doing some dirty things, and the government sold them some sort of solution. Everybody's benefiting. You should ask yourself, if this so-called was a racketeering of a bunch of people, if it was a organized crime or an organization, where are the other people? Why wasn't there more people arrested? I remember when John Gotti got arrested, there was a whole bunch of people that got arrested with him. Nobody else. Who's Drea said all that, and now he's a good man, and she goes, Lord, help Robert, please, Father, help him. I'm going to go play Peter's song. Hold on a second, guys.
Just in my rehearsal room. Hold on. Hold on. hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Everybody hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Robert is coming home. He's coming home. Hold on. Everybody hold on. Robert is coming again. He's coming home. Hold on. Everybody hold on. No matter what they say, no matter what they do, no matter how it seems, God's got the final say. It doesn't matter how long it may seem, the end is what matters. For God's got the final say. So hold on, everybody, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, oh, hold on, hold on, forever, hold on. The enemies may hate, they can tell all lies. No matter how long, the truth will prevail. They can rise up against all the fans that stand up for him. The end will justify, for God has the final say. Oh, no, 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 yo. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Robert is coming home. He's coming back, so hold on. All fans, hold on. 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 Help is on its way. Heaven is down here. Hold on. All fans, hold on. God is here. Taking it over. Hold on. Everybody, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Guys, oh my God. You know what that upset me most is that this man has been in jail for almost 3 years. The whole world have cast him out and scrutinized him so bad based on other people, what they said about him. Nobody has taken the time to hear him. And when he try to tell people on Gayle King. I mean, this grown man, he was in tears, and he tried to yell out to tell people that it was not him. He's not that type of person. He's not perfect, but he's not that person that they saying that he is. Saying that he's a monster, that he tied up people, he did all of this, and he did not do it. That is the hurtful part about it. That is the hurtful part. And we do it to our own people. I just wish people would do the research. It's not that many of us that stands here and standing for this man. It's not that many of us. And they convicted a man that didn't do the things that they put on him. And this is the time I question and I ask God. I ask God, I can imagine, I'm out here and I'm not even in jail, but I can imagine him sitting in there just trying to figure out. And now one minister in the U.S., but you have somebody all the way in Africa. That's the hurtful part about it all. That's the hurtful part. That's the hurtful part. Forgive us, Lord. Forgive us. Can you put an auto UK subtitle? I don't know what an auto UK subtitle is. I don't know what that is, Susan. Somebody asked me the other day, was I related to him? No, I'm not related to him. But I am his sister in Christ. I just pray God give us strength, and everyone who's deciding to research, that God would give you answers to all of this if you have questions. Yep. It's just too much, too much, too much. That's why I believe that God is the biggest, greatest, ultimate equalizer. God is the biggest, greatest, ultimate equalizer. He is. He is. Guys, I'm gonna have to go. You know, when I get like this, I gotta go because my head starts hurting and I have to go. This can take so much out of you. All for the love of money. All for the love of money. I'm gonna go ahead and play these two songs from Peter, and
This is the message from Peter to Robert, from Nigeria to America, yeah. I'm calling on for stay in the faith that your mama left you in with Christ. I'm calling on for my brother, even though you were thinking you were losing it all. I'm calling on for you might not even know that your Father in heaven is here. I'm calling on for remember, he said me. When you took a look around your life, your son said me. How he took you from that utter cry. Said me. On your knees in your pool of blood. Said me. How he showered down on you with joy. Said me. How he healed you of cancer. Said me. How he blessed your family with kids. Said me. How he made your mountain pick up high. This is the message from Peter to Robert, from Nigeria to America, yeah. I'm calling on for stay in the faith that your mama left you in with Christ. I'm calling on for my brother, even though you were thinking you were losing it all. I'm calling on for you might not even know that your Father in heaven is here. I'm calling on for remember, he loves you. When you never knew him all your life. You only go to church on Easter Day. Even though he took your mom, you know, you were not the only one out there. Many died, but you live today. You touched the lives of all the stars and times. Wrote them songs, producing for them. Giving life to helpless children. Helping you to lift up Africa. This is the message from Peter to Robert. From Nigeria to America, yeah. I'm calling on for. Stay in the faith that your mama left you in with Christ. I'm calling on for. My brother, even though you were thinking you were losing it all, I'm calling on for. You might not even know that your Father in heaven is here. I'm calling on for. Remember, if you see them in their darkness, do not fret yourself to look at them. Even if they appear the richer, you are greater than they are, you know. Even if they offer you money, even if they offer you that fame, even if they offer you position, even if they offer you the greatest deal, they may not give you Grammy, but you know your friends believe in you. You don't need no bad society. You're strong because it's there for you. Jesus Christ is watching you every day, and I think he's proud of you right now. This is the message from Peter to Robert, from Nigeria to America, yeah. I'm calling on for. Stay in the faith that your mama left you in with Christ. I'm calling on for. My brother, even though you were thinking you were losing it all, I'm calling on for. You might not even know that your Father in heaven is here. I'm calling on for. Don't you giving, don't you giving, don't you giving, don't you giving to them now. I believe you can fly. The storm is over. Don't you giving, don't you giving, don't you giving to them now. The Father has it all. He loves you staying. I'm calling on for. Remember. This is for Robert, Sylvester Galley. I can see you walking out through that open door. This is for Robert, Sylvester Galley. Make your way and get out to the place where you belong. Just like you, the tunnel empty. For the wicked people, do 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 yo. Do 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 do, eh. Do 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 do, eh. Do 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 do, eh. America, free Macaulay, son of the Most High. I'm standing up for Robert Kelly. African, stand up for Kelly. Jerusalem, stand up for Kelly. Free Macaulay. I'm standing up for Robert Kelly. African, stand up for Kelly. Everybody, Jerusalem, stand up for Kelly. We are free Macaulay. This is for Robert, Sylvester Kelly. God has heard your cry and has come to change it all. It's not been easy from your beginning. From your foundation, God is gonna walk it all right. Yeah, you liars, well, Lord, you Kelly, yeah. To the betrayers, there, do, 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 yo. Do, 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 eh. Do, 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 eh. Do, 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 eh. America, no way, free Macaulay, son of the Most High, standing up for Robert Kelly, African, stand up for Kelly, Jerusalem, stand up for Kelly, free Macaulay, standing up for Robert Kelly. African, stand up for Kelly. Jerusalem, stand up for Kelly. Everybody, free Macaulay. Freedom for Kelly. Freedom for Kelly. Freedom for Kelly. Freedom for Kelly. Free Kelly. Son of the Most High. Oh yeah. Do, 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 eh. Oh yeah. Do, 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 eh, eh. Do, 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 eh. America. Set it free. Set it free. Do, 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 eh. Set it free. Do, 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 eh. Do, 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 eh. America, free Kelly, son of the Most High, standing up for Robert Kelly. Africans, stand up for Kelly. Jerusalem, stand up for Kelly. Free Kelly. Standing up for Robert Kelly. Africans, stand up for Kelly. Jerusalem, stand up for Kelly. Free Kelly. Standing up for Robert Kelly. Africans, stand up for Kelly. Jerusalem, stand up for Kelly. Free Kelly, son of the Most High. Why idea? Set him free, yo. He's my brother. He's a good man. We all love him in Africa. He's touched millions of lives. Robert Sylvester Kelly, congratulations. You're out. You're out now. Thank you, Jesus.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Hold on now. Wait a minute, fellas. Wait a minute. I think it goes something like this. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can somebody take these burdens off of me? Off of me. Can somebody take these burdens off of me? Off of me. Cause every time I turn around, there's something trying to keep me down. Can somebody take these burdens off of me? Off of me. Whoa, can somebody take these burdens off of me? Off of me. Can somebody take these burdens off of me? Off of me. When I look up, don't you know, burdens knocking at my door. So won't you come and take these burdens off of me? Off of me. Oh, come and take these burdens off of me. Off of me. Somebody come and take these burdens off of me. Off of me. Soon as I get up off the ground, my burdens knock me right back down. Can somebody take these burdens off of me? Off of me. Somebody take these burdens off of me, off of me. Somebody take these burdens off of me, off of me. Somebody take these burdens off of me, off of me. Well, off of me, off of me. Oh, off of me, off of me. Well, off of me, off of me. Get them off of me, off of me. Come and break the chain. Come and break the chain. Get it off of me. Get it off of me. I need somebody. I need somebody. I need somebody. I need somebody to get this burden. To get this burden. Can somebody take these burdens off of me?